Guten Tag. I haven't talked to you guys in a while with these makeup weeks and all kinds of issues, but here we are in German. So this right here on page 230 in your book is Begrüßung. See that little umlaut over the U? Yep. That's a special little sound where you're going like you're kind of making your lips kind of come together. And see that capital B cursive S looking thing? That's in a set. So what that is that's like the equivalent of two S's together, a hard S. So this would be Begrüßung, like greetings. Okay, so the way you would greet somebody is Tag is like day. Tag. So to say hello, you kind of say day. So we got the two people, one guy's named Hans and the girl's named Ava. So she would say Tag Hans. It's like that's kind of like good day. You're not really saying the good, that would be Guten Tag. So you could say Guten Tag Hans or just Tag Hans to make it shorter. And then he says Tag Ava, or he might say Guten Tag Ava. And then he asks Wie geht's? So Wie geht's is kind of like what's up, okay? And then she says Gut danke. And if you look at that, remember I keep telling you guys that English is a Germanic language. You can tell right there because gut is just like good and danke is just like thank you, right? And then und dir is like and you, right? Und dir. And then he says nicht schlecht, danke. So nicht, you can probably tell pretty easily. It's not night. You can tell, okay, then it's probably like nicht, like nope. Nicht is not. And then schlecht is bad. Doesn't schlecht sounds like, ugh, it's a terrible day. It's schlecht, okay? So nicht schlecht means not bad. And then he says danke. So the conversation would go like this. Tag Hans, Tag Eva, wie geht's? Gut, danke. Und dir? Nicht schlecht, danke. Okay, so that's how you would greet somebody in German. I'll go through some more with you since I haven't talked to you in a while. Guten Tag is more formal greeting than Tag. You would say Guten Tag when greeting adults, for example. You would also use the person's title and name. So notice the titles. In English, we have Mr., Mrs., and Miss. In Spanish, remember, we had what? Señor, Señora, and Señorita. And now in German, we have Herr, Frau, and Fräulein. So notice how I said Frau, and I didn't say Fraulein. I said Fräulein. So früh is because you have that umlaut over the A. So that means that instead of going a, you go like e. With like basically it's almost like an sound, like in get or pet. So if you wanted to say, good day, Mr. Brown, you'd say, Guten Tag, Herr Braun. If you wanted to say, good day, Mrs. Wagner, and again, not again, you've never heard this because we're not meeting together. In German, when you have a W, it always makes a V sound, So Volkswagen is Volkswagen in German. So a W is a V. So whenever you see somebody's name that's Wagner, you can pretty much know it really should be Wagner, like the famous composer, okay? So you would say, Guten Tag, Frau Wagner. And then at the bottom, Guten Tag, Fräulein Schmidt, okay? So you'll have different accents in different places. Well, they'll say like Früh or Frau. So there'll be a Fräulein. It'll be different from region to region. German has a lot of different variations. Low German, high German doesn't mean like one of them's fancy, one of them's low. It means like coming where people are speaking like in the lowlands, where people are speaking in the highlands, like up in the more mountainy areas. So we would have spent a lot of time if we were meeting together. Not a lot, but we would have spent time talking about the different variations in German, okay? So that's how you say hello. Over here on this page, you can kind of ignore this since we're hardly learning anything. On here, it'll just confuse you. This is the more formal, so just ignore that. Other ways to say how you're doing, you can say es geht, it's good, ganz gut, very good, and there's your nicht schlecht to answer how you're doing on things. So I wanted to do that and chapter 2 over here on page 234. To say goodbye, the classic goodbye is auf Wiedersehen. Auf. See how remember that I told you the W is a V? Auf Wiedersehen, or just auf Wiedersehen. Okay, see how that's just one S? If you had this jobber over here, then you know it would be a S sound. So since this is just a regular S, it won't be as hard probably. It'll just be like Auf Wiedersehen, kind of Z-ish, right? So Auf Wiedersehen, Ingrid. Auf Wiedersehen, Dieter. Or another way to say goodbye is like this. Tschüss. Remember how in Spanish we had ciao, which is actually an Italian thing? And I told you guys that that's kind of like the universal cool goodbye all over the world. It almost seems anywhere that's kind of like from the Romance languages and even some of the Germanic languages. I don't know what it is about people liking that sound to say goodbye to folks. So just like ciao in Italian and in Spanish, you can have tschüss. Sometimes I've heard the Swiss people say ciao, or they'll say tschüssi. So tschüss for goodbye, or the classic Auf Wiedersehen. Okay? So that's, and there's some other ways to say goodbye. I'll just pronounce them for you. Bis später, bis nachher, bis bald, bis gleich, bis morgen. Tschüss, ciao. So if you're having this conversation, you could say Tag, Dieter, like good day, Dieter, right? Tag, Ingrid, wie geht's? Good day, Ingrid, how you doing? What's up? Gut, danke. Good, thank you. Und dir, and you? Nicht schlecht, danke. Not bad, thank you. Tschüss, Dieter. Tschüss, Ingrid. Bis später. Okay, so see ya. Until later. So that's what you would do there. So what I want you to do for your project this week is I want you to just make a little project, just write it down, and email it over to me, just showing me a conversation here in German. You know, just saying hello, goodbye. Can be super simple. They can be little stick figures. It can be two faces, whatever. Just a simple little way for you to interact with hello, goodbye. All right? So you guys have a good week. Text me. I mean, not text me. Message me if you need some help. I can talk with you if you want to over the phone or email you back, whatever you want. All right? So I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Auf Wiedersehen.